First tonight, the scariest pictures we saw today aren't necessarily of the hurricane. It is the full 30 seconds of tape where Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell literally freezes during a press conference in Kentucky.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
yes.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator Benny.
Yep.
Head outside, so come with us.
Okay.
Somebody else have a question?
It's hard to watch. This, of course, isn't the first time we saw this. July 26th, the 81-year-old froze for about the same amount of time, suffering a very similar episode in front of his Republican colleagues in the Senate. You can see John Barrasso there, a physician himself, who led Mitch McConnell away. And McConnell is not alone. Americans are reminded daily that many of our leaders are, shall we kindly say, of an advanced age. We have an 80 and soon to be 81-year-old president whose stumbles and bumbles are frequently, far too frequently, caught on camera. All right, and we'll get into some of the other episodes that the president's had, some of his confusion issues. There's a new poll out that shows age is playing a huge part in the 2024 election. 77% of Americans think that President Biden is too old to run again for office. 69% of Democrats think the same thing. That's Democrats. 77-year-old Donald Trump, 77 being the age President Reagan was when he left office. Trump fares far better, but still, more than half the country thinks he's too old to serve. Yet, these are the choices. These are the leaders we are left with. With that, we bring in Wright, Associate Research Scholar and Lecturer at Princeton University. Let's look at this in the larger sense. And it's kind of funny, right, that President Biden doesn't really want to talk about this. And, no Democrat really wants to hit Mitch McConnell on this issue because it brings up the age issue for Donald Trump. But how is it that we got to this point of having an entrenched political aristocracy on both sides that's really old?
Yeah, it's the age-old question about old age, and we got here because of the incumbency advantage. And look, I am the very first person to defend aging senators who really know their stuff and really hold the institution together and know the rules. But when you have an ailing person who obviously can't do the job, that's an entirely different matter.
Right. And my question now as we look at it, and obviously the voters of Kentucky can figure out what they will or won't do with Mitch McConnell. The irony that he was being asked if he's going to run again in 2 years is pretty rich. But we put this in focus for 2024 when you've got Joe Biden, right, who will be by far the oldest president we've had. He's now using the mini stairs to go up and down Air Force One because they don't want the stumbles on the stairs. There's been a number of times he's gotten very confused about even which war Vladimir Putin's involved in and the like. Yet, when you see head-to-head polling with him versus Donald Trump, et cetera, it feels as though voters don't really care about the age issue. They view perhaps even both candidates as simply a proxy to be against the other one.
That's right. So when we ask voters directly whether Biden's too old, yes, the vast majority say yes. When you ask them if they want age limits on politicians, the vast majority say yes. But that's a particular question. And the advantage Biden has is voters care more about other issues. And Trump's age is certainly an advantage for him, too, because the same questions could be asked. But I would actually say on the whole, the problem we have is brand new congressional reps coming in with no experience, I think on average, that's a much bigger problem. And I would put the squad in that basket. I would put Madison Cawthorn and Lauren Boebert and George Santos in that basket too. It's not a partisan issue, but experience does really, really help in policymaking.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.